Toyota is, of course, very well known for Camry and RAV4, but a lot of people haven't heard of Crown Signia. I am here to right that wrong. Cars are transportation, right? Getting from point A to point B. Well, they're also status symbols, pop culture icons, sculpture, engineering, plus environmental heroes and villains. Crown Signia replaces Venza in Toyota's SUV portfolio in the same way the Crown sedan nudged Avalon aside a few years back. Crown has been the Big T's premium machine going back to the 1950s, just absent from U.S. roads since the 60s. This is a fully loaded, top-trim limited model. You'd be hard-pressed to option this up past the MSRP of $52,500. I see two of Crown Signia's main competitors in the Toyota family, the RAV4 Hybrid and the Lexus RX Hybrid. This is some $7,500 spendier than the RAV, $4,500 less than the Lexus. Some will be happy to pay extra for the status of a premium brand. Other direct competitors are harder to define given Signia's wagony look, and it's strictly a hybrid. So even though this is done up in Bronze Age paint, it's on the green side. With 2 rows and seating for 5, maybe consider the top trim Hyundai Tucson and Kia Sportage hybrids. Those are easily 10 grand less. Mazda CX-70 plug-in hybrid is a smidge more expensive but adds 26 miles of electric range. Buick Envision, Honda Passport, Nissan Murano, Subaru Outback, and Chevy Blazer, while you can get it, don't have gas-electric powertrains. Signia's wheelbase is stretched by 6 inches compared to RAV4 and overall 13 inches longer and 2 inches wider. On the engineering side, Toyota has a 5th-generation hybrid powertrain. Signia, like Crown Sedan, is powered by Gen 4. This 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and 3 electric motors team up to make 240 horsepower on standard-grade fuel. Typically, the gas side is silent on startup. Graphics, not ears, tell you that it's on. Even when the gas side fires up, the note is muted and distant. The transmission is an eCVT. Simulated shifts happen here. They feel authentic, if subtle. Move to Lexus for a head-up display. All-wheel drive is standard. The rear tires powered by an electric motor if more traction is demanded. Dampers are fixed. Drive modes alter the throttle response plus steering and transmission feel. Being a Toyota hybrid, there's the EV mode for very short distances at low speed on electric power. I've never figured out its real-world use. Acceleration performance of the Crown Signia is similar to the Lexus RX 350h, 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds. But the Lexus also offers the 500h, which is turbocharged, so more powerful. It's also more expensive and a lot less fuel efficient. We're kind of spoiled these days because there are EVs that'll do the 0 to 60 dash in 3 seconds flat, causing people to grumble about this kind of power. But really don't. This is perfectly adequate, and it feels punchy off the line. Besides, Signia owners, are you going to be drag racing others? I don't think so. 400 pounds heavier than sister RAV, Crown feels substantial. The chassis structure is solid. Sharp bumps are handled well considering the Limited's 21-inch wheels and lower profile tires. Backsides will be fine. Signia certainly nails the transportation mission. I'm not going to bore you with the details of why I recently spent a week in my brother-in-law's RAV4 hybrid, but I can tell you this for sure. Signia is significantly more comfortable and definitely more quiet. Could be worth the upgrade if that's what you want in a car. The extra $7,500 buys refinement and some exclusivity, considering RAV4 is the most popular passenger vehicle sold in the U.S. Best to keep Signia on pavement. Ground clearance is a car-like 6.7 inches to RAV's 8.1. Towing is rated at 2,700 pounds. Notice this is the Crown Signia and not the GR Crown Signia. The suspension is set for comfort. If you chuck it hard into a corner, well, it's not sloppy, but there is going to be some body roll. This is set to coddle passengers. That is the Crown Signia's mission. As for fashion, the greenhouse has a wagon-like vibe. Not sure why Americans shun that form factor. They're simply sleeker-looking SUVs. Visibility is decent, with the seating position raised a bit, just not at the altitude sickness level. You might have heard that Toyota does a terrific job with hybrid powertrains. It's very smooth. Put your foot into the throttle, and the CVT transmission doesn't have that rubbery feel. And the brakes, when you're dipping from regeneration to actual physical brakes, is seamless. Very nicely done. The suite of standard ADAS tech, dubbed Toyota Safety Sense 3.0, is good stuff, with the expected automatic emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, and solid lane keeping. Live in a big city and commute during rush hour? Well, then spring for the advanced safety package that adds traffic jam assist that effectively takes over in stop-and-go slogging. It's better than blood pressure medicine. The $1,800 package also adds a surround view camera system that shows what's under the vehicle. More than anything, it helps keep the quarter panels and bumpers dent and scuff free. The hybrid offers up some eco-cred, even though this isn't an EV or plug-in. For a bigger rig, this is pretty darn efficient. The EPA rates the fuel economy average at 38 miles per gallon. And don't forget that Toyota hybrids are usually more efficient in the city. This scores 39 there. Less efficient on the highway, 37. Signia cuts a handsome profile, outside and in. This space is much like Crown Sedan's cockpit. It's up there with Mazda CX-70 with materials that are mostly soft touch. The space is no larger than RAV4 though. The reserved look has no wood or stitching on the dash, real or faux. Loading cargo to the ceiling? Digital rear-view mirrors help tremendously. Limited owners sit on honest-to-goodness leather. Heat and venting, too. This doesn't encroach into Lexus territory, but it's as good as you'll get with a Toyota badge. Plastic releases feel more Corolla Cross than Crown. I'll be interested to see how the shiny plastic ages. Storage cubbies are on the smaller side, especially here. Thumbs up when it comes to this lid. Both passenger and driver get easy access. Check out this little divider. It gives the front cup holder a second purpose. Toyota's multimedia interface is intended to be used with natural voice commands, so this 12.3-inch display doesn't have a traditional homepage layout like most screens these days. Touch response is okay, it can lag at times, but again, usually drivers will be talking to it. Graphics are informational, if not overly stylish. The great thing about voice commands, and these are very, very good, is that you can keep your eyes on the road. It's safer. Hey, Toyota, I want to listen to XM Sirius Radio, the station Chill. This is great. I can keep my eyes on the road. I don't have to fuss with the screen. The bad news is, after the trial period expires, it'll cost you. A 2-year contract with connected services cost $325. But again, it really works. Hey, Toyota, are there any Burger Kings around? Get it? Burger King, Crown.
I found 15 results. The first is Burger King at Aurora Avenue North. Would you like to go to that one?
Sure. Let's go get a Whopper.
Calculating route to Burger King.
Happy to see hard buttons in here, especially HVAC controls and heated wheel switch. The charge pad hugs phones securely, which pairs well to wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay that suck the life force out of phone batteries. Limited supports phone as key as long as the remote connection subscription is paid up. If tunes are important to you, it's the trim level to get. It adds a loud, punchy JBL system. Considering the longer wheelbase and length of Crown Signia, you might expect that the back seat would be much more spacious than RAV4. In reality, they're effectively the same size. I'm 5'9", headroom very generous. Same with knee, leg, and foot room. The cushions are high and long enough for great thigh support, and door openings are big enough so you can get in and out, no problem. Door pockets are shaped so that they'll take a can of Coke. This is a premium vehicle. There are heated seats, not to the point where there are sunshades or a dedicated climate zone back here. At least there are adjustable vents and a way to charge phones. Hey, love the fact that there are pockets on both seat backs. The floor does have a bit of a spine. It's not too intrusive, so feet will be fine. If cup holders are your thing, Crown Signia delivers. Now, this bench is wide enough so 3 average-sized adults will be okay for short trips across town. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. As always, for longer trips and maximum comfort, 2 will be best. Crown Signia is car couture in an upmarket, outdoorsy kind of way, like an Urbane North Face jacket. My eye finds it more satisfying than the Crown sedan. Venza too, but I'm a wagon guy. There's a bit of RX design language in the monoform grille. The optional Bronze Age paint is worth the $425. It gives this Toyota a taller Volvo XC70 cross-country vibe. This seems to be a requisite flourish on Toyota SUVs nowadays. The slot seems purely decorative. The car nerd in me wonders if it affects aerodynamics. And it only dawned on me after 5 days of being in this rig that there's no Signia badging anywhere, inside or out. Crown? Yes. Signia? No. Standardized measurement metrics. They're a beautiful thing. Keep in mind that RAV4 is over a foot shorter than Crown Signia, and it will take on 9 packs of the 2-ply. Playing bath tissue Tetris, I found 8 bundles of softness and absorbency is the maximum. Not sure what's happening with the packaging efficiency. At 25 cubic feet, it has a 12 cube disadvantage. But it's well trimmed and there's a bit of storage under here. No spare tire, just a repair kit. There are releases here and here, so dropping the seat backs is a cinch no matter where you are. Space kind of evens out once they're down. Signia has a max cargo space of 66 cubic feet to RAV's 70, but this gets a trick feature I've not seen on any other car. These extensions make it easier to use the cargo hold as sleeping quarters, in case your spouse is mad that you spent more money on the Signia. Venza was never a volume player like the super popular RAV4, and Lexus RX has always been the brand's most popular machine. Crown Signia may suffer the middle child syndrome. Its goodness costs a chunk more than RAV, and many buyers will stretch to wear the more fashionable badge of the RX. Gotta say, this is one of my favorite Toyotas, if not my favorite, simply because it nails its mission. It's good looking inside and out, it's efficient, plus the ride quality is extremely comfortable. It's what people want in this segment. I am surprised it isn't roomier, given its size compared to RAV4. Would like a smidge more power because I'm an automotive writer, and if the price could come down just a little bit, that would be great. Still, this is a very nice vehicle. Crown Signia is a tweener in price and form factor. That's worth a look. I actually went to a Toyota showroom with my brother-in-law since he's thinking of buying a Signia. There was a couple there trying to figure out why they should spend more money for the same amount of room as a RAV4. So it was interesting to watch that dynamic play out. Driving the two cars back to back would have cleared things up. As always, special thanks to Martin Campbell, who drives while I shoot running footage. Hey, what do you think of this car?
I like it. It's
Yeah?
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, would you buy it for your mom?
Well, that's a loaded question, isn't it?
She just drove her Subaru into the garage wall. She's a lovely woman. Oh, and one more thing. A new RAV4 should be on its way in the next 6 to 9 months or so. Rumor is it's much more than a mid-cycle refresh. Leaving you with a fun fact this time. Toyota is really into the Crown name. Corolla, Corona, and Camry, or Canmoody, also mean Crown. Kind of a big deal to the company. And that's why you should subscribe to the channel, right? Because fun facts and all sorts of other stuff. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Threads and Blue Sky now. And if you have a question, leave it in the comments. I do a pretty good job of getting back to the good ones. Thanks for watching. That's Driven. I'm Tom Volk.